Hello children, so we meet again. How are you? Last time we did video class, you remember? And today we are again going back to our video lessons because you are so little children, so I think you will find it easier to if you can see my lessons again and again like this. And after you grow a little, then we can again go back to video class if you want to. So we have done a lot of things, isn't it? We have done picture composition, we have done ordinary composition without pictures. We have written 5 sentences about our mother, father, and our teacher. So I have also taught you how to do comprehensions. I will teach again and again. And I have taught you singular, plural, that is number of nouns. I have also taught you nouns and proper nouns, common nouns, then doing words, which is verb. These are also verbs are also called action words. And I have also done with you describing words. So today I have, in fact children, I have given you a list of singular plural nouns, isn't it? And I told you that you should take them down in your copy and you should learn them. Okay, so I remember another thing I did with you. I have done sentence making with you because you know in your school they want very good sentences, and that needs a little practice. But as I have before also told you, practice will make you perfect. So we will practice sentence making also, and comprehension also, and along with that I will also do with you various types of grammar. Now we will also do so many kinds of exercises in grammar and composition. So by the time the COVID-19, the vaccination is got, and the schools will be open once again, so by that time we will all become experts in English, isn't it? So let us see what I am going to start with today. Here, as you can see, here is written some sentences using singular and plural nouns. Now, as I have already taught you, the number of nouns, that if we indicate one thing or one person, that means singular noun. Like if we say girl, that means one girl, boy, one boy. But if we mean to say some boys or several boys or many boys or some girls or several girls or many girls, then we use the plural number, isn't it? So today I'm going to teach you how the same noun can be used, is used in a sentence in its singular form, and and in another sentence in the plural form. That is, I'm going to teach you how to determine nouns. Okay? So let us read the first sentence. Mohan is reading a book. Now here see, a indicates singular number. A means one. So an also means one. So we are using book. This is singular number. But notice the second sentence. He has many books on his shelf. Because we have used the word many, this indicates plural number. That is why we use books. That is in the plural form. Number 2, I have given the nouns. Calf. Calf means one calf. Baby cow is called a calf. You all know. So calf means one calf, and calves is the plural form of calf. The cow gave birth to a calf. That means one calf. many calves were frisking about in the meadow. Frisking means jumping, little calves, after they are born, they love to be in the nature, so they feel very happy. So, and they've got a lot of energy, like you little children also have a lot of energy. So similarly, baby calves also have a lot of energy, so they frisk about in the meadow. But just like you also, when you go out, you stay by your mother and father, isn't it, when you go out on the road? Similarly, calves are also, when they come to this world, they are come to such a big place, so they remain by their mother. They don't go very far away, but they frisk about happily. Now, that is why when I use many, I have used the plural form of calf, which is calves. Next is knife, knives. Our cook is cutting vegetables with a knife, with a single knife. So I have used the singular form. And second sentence is, we have several knives in our drawer. That might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or more than that. So that indicates plural number. Number D is goose and geese. Goose, plural is geese. There are several geese in my uncle's farm. And the second sentence is, one goose is my pet. Now, I think now you are very clear about how to use singular and plural numbers. And as I have told you, children, I am going to revise again and again. So, you will learn very nicely. Tooth, teeth. One tooth, many teeth. Or two teeth, three teeth, many teeth. We don't say tooths, we say teeth. The doctor took out my aching tooth. So, one tooth was aching, that is why the doctor took it out. And he said, my other teeth are fine. He said that the rest of the teeth in my mouth, they are fine, they are okay. So this, I think you must have found it very interesting, and next time when I give you in homework, I give you practicing putting singular plural nouns in sentences according to their number. I think you will be able to do very well. But one thing, children, I must tell you, please take down all the singular plural numbers and please learn them by heart. I know you have been given some rules, but it is not easy to remember which noun has which rule. So it is better to learn them by heart. Okay? Now, children, in previous classes I have taught you proper nouns and common nouns. So now I have also taught you, I think, how to circle the proper nouns and underline the common nouns. That means we have to find out the proper nouns and circle them, and then we have to also find out the common nouns and circle them. So let us see the sentences. Number A, Sita and Hari are going to school. Here, Sita and Hari are special names of girls and boys. Sita is a girl and Hari is a boy. So these are the special names. That is why they are proper noun. We are circling it. And school is common noun because it indicates any school. But in the second sentence, you see, we are mentioning South Point School. So that is proper noun. So that time we are going to circle it. The children study in South Point School. So children is common noun and South Point School is proper noun. Number C, the train stops at all stations. Here it can mean any train. That is why it is common noun. So we are underlining it. And stations also, any stations. That is why we will underline it since it's a common noun. Number D is Rajdhani Express, the Rajdhani Express. So Rajdhani Express is the name of a particular train. That is why it is proper noun, we are circling it. Travels to Delhi also is the name of a particular city, so we will circle it. my father and mother. So father and mother is not the my father and mother's name. Father can be, all fathers can be called father, all mothers can be called mother. That is why father, mother is common noun. And Darjeeling is the name of a particular place. So it is a hill station, as you know. Many of you must have gone on a trip to Darjeeling. So Darjeeling is proper noun. During the month of May, month is common noun, May is proper noun. Number F, Mrs. Chopra is the name of a particular person, so it is proper noun. Husband can mean any husband. That is why husband's name is not given. If husband's name had been given, then it would have been proper noun. So husband is common noun. Went to London. London is the name of a particular place. The city of London. That is why it is situated in the UK, United Kingdom. That is why it is proper noun. A few years ago, years is common noun. There is no particular year mentioned. So it is common noun. Last sentence, number G. Kitty was little Arushi's pet cat. So Kitty is the name of the pet cat. So it is proper noun, and that is why I have circled it. Arushi also is a particular little girl's name. That is why it is proper noun, and cat is common noun. I think, children, I have been able to make you understand very well, and you will have no problem. As we go on, you will be able to know more proper and common nouns, and soon you will become the masters of proper and common noun. Okay, so that much for proper and common noun today. So children, actually I had forgotten that I had not taught you as such singular and plural nouns. So I am doing it now, and as you know, I have already taught you a noun is a naming word. It is the name of a person, place, animal and thing. And I have also taught you two kinds of nouns, proper noun and common noun. And today I am going to teach you the number of nouns. So nouns can be singular noun or plural noun. So a noun is said to be singular or in the singular number when it refers to one person or thing. For example, girl, doll, bus, knife, baby, photo, these are all one number. That is why they are called singular nouns. A noun is said to be plural in the plural number when it refers to more than one person or thing. For example, girls, dolls, buses, knives, babies, photos, these are all plural nouns. Now here I just want to mention that only countable nouns can have a plural form. Uncountable nouns are always considered to be singular. Now there are certain rules, to form plural nouns from singular. So most of the nouns are changed from singular to plural by adding s. Here see, I have made 3 columns and I have divided nouns into singular and plural. For example, book, we add s at the end and make it books in plural. Similarly, boy, boys, cow, cows, door, doors, flower, flowers, girl, girls, horse, horses, kite, kites, train, trains, tree, trees, window, windows, year, years. So here I have taught you how to change nouns from singular to plural by adding s at the end. Now we are going to come to the second rule, that is nouns ending in a hissing sound. We have to add es at the end of the noun to make it plural. these nouns generally end with either S or double S or SH or CH and X. So let us see the examples. As, asses, CASS, and it's when we say the word, it has a hissing sound, isn't it? And it becomes asses, so we add ES at the end. Bench is ending with CH, we add ES, so it becomes benches. Box is ending with X, we add ES, so becomes boxes. In this way, brush, brushes, bus, buses, bush, bushes, church, churches, class, classes, dish, dishes, fox, foxes, gas, gases, glass, glasses, match, matches, watch, watches. These all nouns become from singular to plural by adding ES at the end. Now we come to rule number 3. Most nouns ending in O, those also we have to add ES at the end. Here buffalo, see ending with O, it becomes buffaloes, ES. We add ES at the end. Hero, heroes. Mango, mangoes. Mosquito, mosquitoes. Torpedo, torpedoes. Potato, potatoes. However, some nouns that end in O form their plural in the normal way. What does this mean? This means that form their plural by adding only S, not ES. Okay, like bamboo, see we have added only S and made it bamboos. Dynamo, dynamos. Photo, photos. Piano, pianos. Stereo, stereos. So children, actually what I have told you before also, you cannot remember these words only and remember the rules and make from singular to plural. So you have to take these down and practice. You know, you have to learn them. Then only you will be able to write them down in exercises. Now we come to rule number 4. Nouns ending in F and FE. These like calf, half, knife ends with FE, calf ends with only F. So these change into plural form by we change the F or FE into VES. So CALF, calf becomes calf, CALVES. Half becomes halves, knife becomes knives, leaf becomes leaves. Life, lives, loaf, loaves, shelf, shelves, thief, thieves, wife, wives, wolf, wolves. But again here also there is an exception. However, some words ending in F form their plural in the normal way. Which is the normal way, children? Normal way is by adding S after the word. Okay, that is the normal way. Chief, chief, see? CHIEF ending with F, but we are only adding S. That is why I told you, you have to learn them by heart and practice writing. Like suppose you can practice in this way, you write all the singular, you make a chart and then you write the plural, then you correct it. Okay, in this way you will learn very well. Chief, chiefs, dwarf, dwarfs. Now here dwarfs and hoops, these two you can also make DWARVES, and hoof also can be done HOOVES. Only these two, that is why there is a star mark here, because they are exception. Like shall I write them for you? So we can write first we can write dwarfs, DWARVES, and we can also write hooves, HOOVES. Okay, so these two only we have two forms. And gulf, gulps, gulps, proof, proofs, roofs. Now rule number 5, nouns ending in a consonant. Do you know what is a consonant and what is a vowel? A, E, I, O, U. These are all vowels and the rest are consonants. Okay. So A is a vowel, E is a vowel, I is a vowel, O is a vowel, and U is a vowel. So A, E, I, O, U, these are all vowels. Okay. And the rest of the alphabet, B, C, D, all others are consonants. So what is the rule? The rule is that nouns ending in a consonant plus Y. See here, army. M is a consonant and we add Y to it. Army, baby, B is a consonant and we add I. In same way, these type of words change to plural by we change the Y, take off the Y and we add IES. Like army, we take off the Y and we add IES. So army becomes armies, baby becomes babies, city, cities, country, countries, diary, diaries, fairy, fairies, family, families, fly, flies, lady, ladies, pony, ponies, reply, replies, story, stories. So there are some more other rules because it is a huge chapter, and from the beginning if you do learn well, then you will have no problem in any of the other classes because singular plural goes on till class 5. That is why I am doing it slowly. Some other rules are also there. I will give you in the next class. Now I've heard that you are having holiday in your school, so we can go a little slowly and learn very well. Then only we will be able to have a good grip on English language. Okay, children. So bye for today. I think you must have enjoyed doing this video lesson. Do let me know. Bye.